ki khubor ka Batisi TV lawan Rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom so pho near Fire Brigade Shillong.
Menteri Ketenat PHE jong ke Sarkar Jilla uba Renikton Lingdo Tongkar Dangshan ula pensngo hakmat jong Menteri ke Sarkar Pedeng uba pa yaga Ministry of Jal Shakti u Gajendra Singh Shekhawat hakabai dei bat ki Shnong ki bampat yo yaga Skhim ring hadu tliuyeng balabha da ke Sarkar Pedeng yaga balatip kum ka Jal Jivan Mission. Hakajing yakran bat ka Batisi TV uba Renikton uliyat ho bagajing yo la jong uban pensngo hakmat u Gajendra Singh Shekhawat kalalong hakajing la yashim benta hakajing yalang jong ki menteri sarkar ki bapat ya katanat PHE na keleng ki jilna ka than chatai lam miingi kabalalong hakakhan reu tarik ubnai nailor arajar arpuwei hanong ba gohti Shusuli atho bana kalyang jong u ula pensngo hakmat kani ka jinyalang baka jilla Meghalaya kadang don kampisa shushu na ka benta ban pentrai kam ni ka Jal Jivan Mission hapo kani ka jilla Meghalaya namar baka pisa kabalabha da ka sarkar Pedeng kampat dap satya hadu menta.
It's really inspiring us to move ahead and to achieve the target in providing drinking water to the people in our different states in Northeast. One thing which I want to tell you that I have taken one issue, I have raised one issue about the insufficient fund, the rate that has been fixed by the ministry. Of course, to so many villages, to so many schemes, the rate fixed by the ministry, it is okay, it's workable. But there are so many villages where the rate fixed by the ministry is not sufficient to draw water to those villages. And it is really a matter of concern. We are targeting to give water to each and every household. But if we do not have sufficient fund, it will be very difficult to do that. So I raised this issue, requesting him. I said, sir, since you have come to Northeast, if you could give a special gift to Northeast people, it will be very, very good and will be blessing to each and every state. If you can give us a special rate for those villages which we have to draw water from far away of the source, and for those villages also where they have one house in another hill, another house in another hill, the scatteredness of this houses in the villages, it is very difficult to do the work at that same rate for which it has been fixed by the ministry. After listening to my point, he said, yeah, that's true. It's the fact that there may be some villages who are not sufficient with the amount fixed by the ministry. And he had asked us that, yes, you bring with proper justification, and we will try to help to sanction even those villages which actually not sufficient to do the work under JJM. So that is a big news which I'm really very, very happy to see all these days. I'm worried. What can we do? Whether we can have drinking water supply scheme to those villages where we are not entitled under JJM because of the rate. But now with that meeting that we had on that day, I have requested all the engineer, chief engineer, I said that we may have to take the list of all those villages in each and every division where JJM amount is not sufficient, and we will send with proper justification to get sanction from the ministry. So that is really big news, and if that is materialized, then it's the light of the day that every villages, every household will get water in the state of Meghalaya. So it will take some time, even though, of course, not much time, because in those division where engineer has already prepared the list, so they will just give the list of those villages. But to make the estimate again, because along with the estimate they have to give justification also why, what reasons that amount estimated is not sufficient. So it may take some time, but I hope it will not be that much delay, because most of the division, maybe the engineer, they have already identified which are the villages that can be covered under JJM, which are the villages which is not covering under JJM due to the insufficient of the rate under JJM. You see, total to 6,415 we have numbers of villages, but 6,415. But how many villages will not be covered under the prescribed rate, that I can't say as well. Normal rate. You see, not one rate. The rate is different. Retrofitting another rate, accommodation another rate, new scheme another rate. So I've got rate different according to the scheme. No percentage, you see, fixed percentage will not be there. In this, it will be the actual. On this, we cannot say that we cannot request to increase 10% or 50%. We'll have to give the justification of each and every scheme, and it will be actual according to the requirement of that scheme. The Union government today have fixed 2024, very much comfortably we can do it. But our target is not 2024, 2022. That's the target of the state government. So we are still working. Let's see if we cannot complete 100%. But we will try to complete the maximum by 2022 itself. We are very much convinced that the need of the water, it is very, very important to each and every household. Each and everybody, they need water. Nowadays, people, they start realizing the important, the need of water. So we understand that the early the better. That's why we fix the target, and we truly believe that it is possible, even though the time it's running, but we are also running along with the time. So most probably we'll be able to achieve a good percentage, respectable percentage to complete by 2022. If not 100%, but we are still running to 100%. We are not lagging behind. If you compare with the other state in India, we have very good progress, and I know we will be improving day by day also. Not because of the election or because of the achievement. Of course, besides this government has done many things, has brought many development in the state, and this is one of those. And the government has taken very keen interest to work, to cooperate along with the central government by matching the state share. And we have got, as you know, that we have got a bonus of 10 crore just because we have really taken very keen interest to manage. I must appreciate our Honorable Chief Minister, who has committed to arrange fund for the state share to match with the central share whenever it's required. So the point of, because of the election is coming, of course, and also we still hope that we will come back, so we will complete in case we do not complete. And if we do not come back, the government will come back 2023. It's the responsibility to complete if we cannot complete. So, without leaving, without putting that we will complete at the next term, we will try whatever we think it's good to complete. Not only this, we will try to put as a target before the end of this term to complete whatever we can, and this is one of the target of this government to complete by this term itself. It is a difficult task. Source is one of the issue for which we talk everywhere, and we have brought this also in the notice of the Union Jal Shakti Minister on that day. That the worry is that there are many sources that is drying up, and we have seen with our own eyes that the water volume before it's more and now it has been reduced. So that is the worry, and this is continuous fight that we have to fight to ensure that the source of water to remain by bringing the catchment area, by take care of the catchment area. That is very, very important. So we cannot have one solution about the source. We have to go multiple approach to ensure that the source of water to remain, by ensuring that the cutting of forest in those catchment areas should not happen. And I should request people of the state to cooperate not to cut the trees indoors in the catchment area. So that is very, very important. And from the government also, if the fund is available from any other fund that we have, it is very good to plant trees indoors in the catchment area. That is very, very important, for which I thought that we will talk. I will definitely, I had a talk with Chief Minister, and I will again talk to him that if we have any fund that we can do tree plantation, it's very, very important to plant in those areas that we have the catchment area, water catchment area. Catchment area now by this JJM scheme, where each and every village will have to draw water from the source. So the importance of catchment area, the importance of source of water is increasing day by day. We need those good sources. So you are right that if we can really identify and in advance we take care of those catchment area, it's very, very important, for which we have not done. I think this too, we have to see whether it is water resource development to do or PHE has to do, but it's very, very important to identify the source of water and the catchment area in the state. And if possible, if we can declare that those catchment area identified and declared should be protected, that is very, very important. If we can really do to give the protection to the water catchment area and declare that it will be protected, that no activities can take place in those areas. It's very, very important. I will get the matter clarified, whether we have already had a water policy with water resource department. I think I'll check with this. Otherwise, it's very, very important to have the water policy and to ensure that our catchment area is protected. It's very, very important, whether it can be done from the water resource, from PHE, but I will initiate myself. To find out, because this is really a danger. If we do not protect the water source, if we do not protect the catchment area, the water catchment area, then it's a danger to our state. The last option is that only. And under GGM also, that's the last option. That wherever we don't have the running river to source water, then rain harvesting is the only option. And of course, if you see, we are so blessed to have rain. At least we have rain at least 6-7 months in a year. We have got rain. So if we really properly utilize rainwater, it will be a blessing to us. And I spoke in the assembly also last time in the last session that I think we need to really wake up that we should not cry of water crisis, water problem. If we can really use rainwater, which God has given us plenty of rain as of now. So of course that's another option, and I would request all those villages where we have no source, we will try to explore this by containing rainwater and use for drinking.